Performances by both the Watertown Red Raider and Belmont Marauder Marching Band. Our score, Belmont 14, Watertown 6. And taking a look at the first half statistics, first downs for both teams. Watertown had 6 first downs, Belmont 3. Okay, there's rushing yards. Watertown 50, Belmont 38. Watertown passed for 104 yards, Belmont 78 on those 2 touchdown pass plays. Total yards, Watertown 154, Belmont 116, and turnovers 2 for Watertown and 1 for Belmont. And turnovers, especially in the Watertown end, they played an important part, Bob.
Well, that's what happened in the first half of play, Dave. Watertown maintaining ball possession probably about 75-80% of the first half. Belmont coming back, making 2 great plays, reaching deep down inside to the bag of tricks, getting a great play there. Like I say, turnovers, though, the key problem for the first half, and Watertown will have to do something about that this second half.
And also, the Belmont defense sacked Kazosian 3 times. Murray, the Belmont quarterback, 2 of 5 for 2 touchdowns and 78 yards total. And Kazosian 5 of 8 for 104 yards passing thus far. Belmont will receive the second half kickoff. They lead 14-6, scoring 2 touchdowns in the last 2:22 of the first half.
Well, David, we can look for the same type of play in the second half. Belmont staying to the ground, grinding out some yardage, going right over the right side of that line. And it looks like Watertown playing some catch-up ball now, expecting them to throw the ball a little bit more, try to get some points on the board right away.
Okay, there's a look at Watertown's kicker, number 4, Bob Inetta, set to kick off from the 40. Back deep to receive for Belmont is number 25, Anthony Santagati, 42, Allenback, and number 30, McDermott. Good kick, coming down to Santagati, and he slips, picks it up around the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and brought down there by number 45, Sandy Campbell. First down, Belmont.
Dave, I would have thought that they would have called him down on that play. He had possession of the ball, lost possession, was on the ground trying to grab it, got back up and ran with the ball. I would, if I was the Watertown coaching staff, I might question the calling on that. With him down on the ground like that, searching for the ball, even though he doesn't have possession, he should be down.
Okay, first down, Belmont from their own 31, a 21-yard kick return.
Well, the officials didn't see it that way.
In motion, number 19, the give straight ahead. In motion that time was Pat Barbera. The give was straight ahead to Randy Sabatino, the fullback. A gain on the play of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Belmont from their own 35.
Well, Dave, going right up to the right side of the line again, Brian Lakeland, Bob Walker, and Jamie Messicaya over that side. That's right where the strength in that line is, and that's where you can expect them to go this second half also.
Lone setback is 38 Sabatino. They fake it to him, fires, and it's intercepted. Frank Dennison steps in front of McIsaac, read it perfectly and picked it off.
Great play by Dennison, David. He saw that play once before where they had that quick look in, and Dennison just watched the quarterback roll back, step back 1 step, turn to his right, and whip the ball in there. Dennison stepping in front of the intended receiver. If he had stayed on his feet, Dave, I think he would have had a touchdown. He almost had the same situation previously in the game. Dennison making a big turnover early in to start this third quarter.
Okay, Bob, that's the 2nd interception on the year. We all remember that other one against Woburn late in the game in the end zone there. Saved the touchdown. Kazosian on the option play to the right side. And, he's buried by a host of Marauders over there. 25 Santagati, 75 Walker.
Well, Dave, coming out of the locker room, I think Belmont, they're a little fired up. This team's got a lot of spirit in the sidelines. The guys are clapping, rooting their fellow teammates on. They come out of that locker room fired up for this third quarter of action, without a doubt.
Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd and 13 for Watertown from the Belmont 42. In motion. Payne. The give to Dennison. Some good yards up the middle, off the left side of the line, right over Nick Gingola. He's across the 35, in on the tackle, number 64, Brian Lakin from his linebacking spot, 6'1", 190, and a senior. He came up with a fumble recovery earlier in the game, Bob.
Well, that's the big thing on this, Dave, too. Watertown is going back to their original game plan with this series. This is a whole new football game in the second half, and Belmont has to do the same thing they did before, stop them down here. It's a whole new game. Second quarter action is over. Now it's a third quarter action, and start fresh here.
Okay, third down and movement.
Everywhere,
it was about 3rd and 5 or 6, and the whole Watertown offensive line fired out early. And the penalty will probably go against Watertown, a legal procedure. They'll push it back 5, and it will make it a 3rd down and 10 situation.
Well, Dave, we might point out maybe some of the players are having a hard time hearing the quarterback. With such a large crowd on hand on Thanksgiving Day, probably one of the bigger turnouts of the year thus far at this Harrison Field. A great crowd on hand. I've never seen it so crowded in a ball game, Dave.
Gee, there's thousands of people here this morning. Be 3rd down and about 10 for Watertown from their own 39. Kazosian back to pass. Throws off to the right side and caught by Payne, but it's short of the 1st down. Well, it looked like he was hit there a little early before he caught the ball, but the refs didn't see it that way.
Well, I have to agree with you, Dave. Someone was leaning on his back as he was catching that ball. The official didn't see it that way, though, being on the blind side, being behind the play.
And Watertown takes a timeout. A gain on the play of about 5. It's 4th and 5 at the Belmont 35 for the Red Raiders.
Well, Dave, this is a coaching decision, and being in a coaching position in the past, Watertown 6, Belmont 14 at this time in the 3rd quarter to start out the second half of this ball game. Getting back to the play in the field, being in a coaching position in the past, you can do 2 things here. You can try to get the ball punted high up in the air and get it inside the 10-yard line, and then stuff Belmont deep down inside and get the ball back with good field position, or you can go for it on 4th down. If you don't get it on 4th down, now Belmont's got the ball, the 35, 30-yard line, a lot of room behind them, a lot of room ahead of them. This is a coaching decision, and they're going to go for try to get that 1st down.
Okay, 4th and 5 coming up for Watertown at the Belmont 35. And the right tackle, number 75, Tom Del Razo, jumped for the Watertown Red Raiders. It'll make it now 4th and 10.
They'll have to punt this now, Dave. I'll be surprised if they try to get something here.
Here's Santa handing out some gifts early here. He's got about another month before he's supposed to make his rounds. Hi, Santa. How you doing? Shouldn't be smoking that pipe, though. Get that pipe out of your mouth. Okay, Santa, that's enough. We'll see you later.
All right, defense.
It's a month before your time.
Well, you know, Dave, what they say, after the turkey rolls on the table, Santa Claus is coming around the corner. There's no doubt about it.
Okay. Okay, procedure against Watertown. 4th down and 10 now facing Watertown.
Well, we see Nick Fagus there dropping back a little bit. Well, I'm not sure what they're going to do here, Dave. They may be going for this, try to pick up a 1st down again. We see the coaches talking to the head official on the sideline in discussion on something.
That's Paul Ty in the white cap. John Barbady doesn't like something there. He's over talking with Paul Ty. And we have a timeout. Watertown has taken
here comes
a timeout.
The kicking unit now.
The kicking unit is coming in.
This is a smart play because if they get any cover of a good kick, hopefully you get coverage downfield inside the 20 to 10-yard line. You stick Watertown deep back in their territory. This is a smart play to make here. Nobody's back deep for Belmont, Dave. The little confusion there. There he goes back deep.
Number 30. Line of scrimmage, the 40. Fagerson to kick. Good snap. Gets out a high kick. McDermott signals for a fair catch and takes it around the 9 or 10, Bob. Just as you said, it gets a pretty good kick, and it's poor field position for Belmont.
Well, that's what you want to do, get a good high kick. In this situation where there's not many yards in front of you, you get a high kick, put the ball inside the 20. That's a good kick by Faggis there.
30 yards.
30 yards, but 30 important yards. A lot of hang time, somebody right downfield to make a tackle, forcing the McDermott to take a fair catch on the 10-yard line. That's when special teams comes into such an important role in football, Dave, is you have to have an all-around team.
Okay, Murray on the give to 25 Santagati off the left side. A gain of a couple on the play. In on the hit for Watertown, 34 Giovanni Canino, the junior linebacker. Okay, give them 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 now for Belmont from their own 12.
Well, Belmont going with that power ride type offense right in the backfield,
right
Dave.
Again, 42 this time. It's Allenback, number 42 for Belmont. Eric Allenback, a junior halfback, 165 pounds. Gain of a couple on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5 now. 3rd and 5 facing Belmont from their own 15.
Well, this is the type of situation that Watertown coaching staff was looking for. Make them earn it now. 3rd and 5 is a long way to go. Especially you have Jeff Kandar back there. He's picked off a couple of pass interceptions this year. We just saw
Dennison
pick one off. So you have to be, if you're Dave Murray over there, you may be a little hesitant to throw that ball. And important to see these defensive linemen get some pressure on them now.
Okay, 3rd and 5 for Belmont from their own 15. 25 Santagati in motion. The pitch comes to Sabatino. Grinds his way forward. Near a 1st down, but I think he's maybe just short. Sabatino appears to be hurt on the play. He took a shot right in the back there, Bob.
Depending upon where they mark this ball, Dave, is going to be the important factor in this 1st and goal, 1st down situation. Was it Sabatino?
Yeah, Sabatino. Hopefully it's just the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, it looks like the wind, Dave. It looks like the wind. He's sitting up now.
Well, look, from where they're marking that ball there, it looks like he's going to be just short of the 1st down, I believe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, he's going to be short of the 1st down. He's shot by 8 or 9 inches, perhaps a foot. Now, Dave, here's a coaching decision right back to the other side of the field, talking about special teams. Now, Belmont's got some pressure on. Hey, if you don't make this, Watertown's going to wind up with the ball on the 20-yard line. Tough decision to be made right here. You're beating them 14-6. What are you going to do here? This is why these guys get paid so much money, Dave.
Well, if I was Belmont, I'd punt because, Bob, as you mentioned a couple times this year before, when there's an injury, the player has to come out.
That's right.
They're best power running backs out of the game now, so I'd kick it, but he has to come and sit out for a play. So
that's right. Either that or they have to take a timeout. There's also the rule that they can take a timeout.
And then he'd be able to come back in,
Well, he'd be able to come back in now. If Belmont took this timeout, Sabastano would be able to enter the ball game because
he's coming back right now. There he goes.
That's a good coaching. This is something that these people are all aware of, and that rule is in the books to protect the players, Dave. And it's a good rule because you don't want anybody in there that's maybe got a little dizzy head or is not really sure where they are. Or, protection of the player.
Okay, Community Television 3 and the Watertown Task Force on Juvenile Delinquency and Vandalism will present a 1-hour live program on the problem of teenage runaways on Tuesday night, December 4th from 7 to 8 p.m. Find out about how this problem affects the Watertown community and what can be done to prevent it. You can join in on the discussion during the program by calling 923-4445. That's Runaways, an important program for every member of your family, live Tuesday, December 4th at 7 p.m. on Community Television 3. That's 7 p.m. December 4th on Community Television 3. Okay, 4th and inches now for Belmont. Just over their own 19. Big 4th down for the Red Raider defense. Murray sneaks ahead.
There was motion.
It is.
Belmont had motion on the left side of that line, without a doubt.
Looked like the quarterback moved a little soon
Definitely.
there, too. So that'll push Belmont back 5 yards, and they'll have to kick the football. Illegal procedure against Belmont.
Well, I think you had it called just right, Dave. We saw the quarterback just edging forward before that ball was snapped. It was enough to draw somebody offside. Unfortunate play there, but very dangerous play calling by the Belmont staff over here. If it works out, fine, but if it doesn't, you're giving Watertown the ball deep in your own territory. With the lead, I tend to think be a little more conservative.
5:33 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Belmont 14, Watertown 6. The line of scrimmage, the 19. Watt Bates in the kick to 27. Forbes high snap. He picks it up and gets a decent kickoff considering the snap. And the ball is finally downed. Took a Watertown bounce. It almost hit Jeff Kandar. In that case, Belmont would have been able to recover. But
that's right.
Watt Bates, Bob, 6'3", a basketball player. He can jump, and he showed his ability there.
Without a doubt, Dave. He looked like he's going for a rebound, getting so high in the air. Did an excellent job getting that ball off. If that had gone through the end zone, Dave, that would have been a safety and forcing Belmont to punt. So, everything works out well when you have someone 6'3" back there. That's a leaper for sure.
Okay, it's a 16-yard kick for Bates. First down, Watertown at the Belmont 35. Kazosian on the pitch. The sweep to Dennison off the left side. And he's met there. Number 44, Steve Gaziano, drops him for a loss on the play.
Oh, Gaziano, Dave, coming up from that linebacker position, the outside linebacker spot, stepping right up across the line, watching Dennison come across, making a good hit.
Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd and 13 now for Watertown at the Belmont 38. Number 80, Wayne Sutherland, checks out of the lineup for Watertown. I believe he's replaced by 27, Forbes. Forbes wide to the right. There's a look at Kazosian, the quarterback, number 10. Kazosian, back to pass, looks downfield, pressured, gets out. He's out of the pocket, running down the left sideline, and Steve Gaziano, 44 on the initial hit, with help from number 68, Chris Sullivan.
Well, that's one of the things we've seen Mark do all year, Dave, is tuck the ball under his arm and run. And now that's going to give him a little more credibility and make these D-backs watch him a little bit closer. They come out with a 3rd down in 2 situation here, making a big play out of nothing. That's
gain of 11 on the play. 3rd and 2 now for Watertown. Big scramble by Kazosian. That's the first time today, Bob, he's been able to get out of that pocket and run.
Well, that's it. Belmont's got a lot of pressure on Mark all through this first half and into the 3rd quarter here.
Okay, the give to Dennison, and he fights his way forward. I believe with that second effort, he has a first down. They're going to mark the ball across the 25, and it should be a first down for the Watertown Red Raiders. It is. They mark it at the 24. 1st and 10 for Watertown at the Belmont 24. Will Barry, 14, checks in for number 80, Wayne Sutherland. 27, Forbes wide to the right, 14, Barry wide to the left. Kazosian on the draw play to Fagus, busted across the 15. In on the hit, number 44, Steve Gaziano.
Dave, that play's worked well for Watertown all day. They've used it 3 times, I believe, today, and each time they've used it, they've picked up 4 or 5, 6 yards here. It's what they do there with that delay there is they're freezing the linebackers into that spot, and they're not sure if he's going to roll out and throw the ball or not. He dumps it off to his back, standing back there, and he's got a lot of running room ahead of him.
Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5 for Watertown at the Belmont 19. Slot formation to the right side. Kazosian on the give straight ahead to number 32, Nick Fagus again. Fagus picks up a couple on the play. They place the ball at the 17, I believe. No, they place it at the 16, where it'll be 3rd down. Looks like it'd be, well, about the 17, so it'll be 3rd down and 2. 3rd and 2 facing Watertown.
Well, this is a big play right here, Dave. 3rd and 2, they're driving down on the 17-yard line. They got to pick up something here. Full house back to the wishbone.
Dennison, first down, I believe. It depends where his knee hit.
You know, Dennison fell down on the ground again, Dave. He slipped on this turf. If he had maintained his balance on that, there was some open room ahead of him.
It is.
Without a doubt, the Watertown going to the strength on that crucial situation, going over to Nick Jingol, Dennis Murphy. That left side of the line where they've gone all year.
Okay, first down, Watertown from the Belmont 13. The clock running here in the 3rd quarter, approaching a minute and 50 to go in the 3rd quarter. Belmont 14, Watertown 6. Kazosian on the give to Dennison. Oh, he's hit there. Number 44, Steve Gaziano. Bob, he's just been playing a fine game for the Belmont
without a
defense.
doubt, Dave. He's that right linebacker, outside linebacker for them, that 44 defense, and he's all over the field. He comes up, he makes plays, he goes back, good pass coverage. That guy, he's a good ball player, without a doubt, Dave.
Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 for Watertown at the Belmont 8.
Well, Dave, this is how they started out the first quarter there, and they came up dry. Now, it's important that this Watertown offense gets in this end zone for a score.
Kazosian on the drop play to Fagus. Over there for Belmont is number 53 with that tackle. And that is Carl Ivester, the nose guard. 5'10", 200 pounds, and a junior. He snuffed out that drop play.
Well, he was just in the right spot, Davey. Being a lineman, he's right down in the trenches, looked up, saw the ball carrier kind of reached up and pulled him down.
No gain on the play. 3rd down, 3rd and 5. No gain on that play.
Well, Dave, Watertown better hurry up. They might get caught here with delay of game if they don't get this play off pretty soon.
Forbes wide to the right side. Kazosian back to pass. Looks in the end zone. Pressured. Still on his feet. And he runs 5, and he's bumped out of bounds by 25, Anthony Santagati.
Looked like he picked up the first down.
But he does have a Watertown first down. Gutsy run that time by Mark Kazosian.
Well, Dave, that sometimes is the difference there. You know, Mark, we've seen him all year tuck that ball in and run on that side. Very alertly noticing that nobody was open in the end zone. You know, tucking the ball and trying to get out of that pocket and scramble type quarterback.
Well, he put his head down. He wanted that end zone. He came up a yard short. 1st and goal for Watertown from the 1, from the Belmont 1. Wishbone behind. Oh, and Dennison's met head on. In on that hit for Belmont. Number 25, I believe, Anthony Santagati. A loss on the play. A loss of about 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal for Watertown from the Belmont 3.
Well, Dave, they're going right behind the strength of that Watertown offense on that side. Dennis Murphy and Nick Jingola, and that time the Belmont Marauders waiting right there for him.
Santagati, Bob, he found a small gap in there, and he shot it, and he met Dennison head on.
Well, that brings it close to the 3rd quarter, Dave, and still we have Belmont 14 and Watertown 6. Watertown's knocking at the door for another score. This could turn into a real seat squirmer for Thanksgiving Day.
Looks like it's going to come right down to the final seconds. Let's look at our score. Belmont 14, Watertown 6. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Come on now, Belmont.
I'd like to take this time to thank the Continental Cable crew, John Vasallo, Elaine Mello, Mark Elliott, Dave Stewart, Bill Clary, Julie DeVecchia, Gabe Weiss, Ronnie Bisconi, Ed Vasallo, Jeff Daigle, Mukesh Shah, and just thanks for a super job. Most of these people have been with us all year, and believe me, without these people doing the fine job down there behind the scenes, we wouldn't be able to bring you these telecasts. Fine job by the whole Continental Cable crew.
Well, Dave, I'd like to also comment at this time what a fine job you've done all season long, and it's been a pleasure hearing your voice over the airway, and hopefully we'll be back next year for it, too.
Well, Bob, same. It's been a pleasure working with you this past year. I've really enjoyed it, and we still have a quarter of football left, and we'll see what happens here.
Well, this should be an interesting some development down here, because Watertown wants to poke this one in, and we'll see if they go for 2 points.
2nd and goal from the 3, and leaping in is John Payne for the touchdown.
It's a touchdown, Dave. He broke that plane.
He sure did.
He broke that plane, held onto the ball long enough, and then he dropped it after he reached over. You only have to have possession while you break the plane. He was over the top. What a great leap.
It was. He went off that right side, Bob, over Costa Harbillis and Tom Del Razzo, and he found a little opening there, and he just took off and leaped into the end zone.
Well, that was a good call. There was no, some of the fans there are a little unhappy with that call, looking for the fumble. But once you break that plane as a ball carrier, that's a touchdown. And what happens after that, as long as you have possession, it's irrelevant. That's
Payne's 2nd touchdown this morning, and his 7th touchdown on the year. The Red Raiders will go to 2 and try to tie it here.
Well, this is a big play here, Dave. We've seen them do this 5 out of 7 times this year, and hopefully they can make it 6 out of 8.
Around that percentage, Bob, they've been very successful. Kazosian rolls left. Has the corner, fires, complete to, I believe it's 38, Frank Dennison. It is, 38, Frank Dennison, the 2-point conversion.
What a game Dennison's having, Dave.
Oh,
he come out of that backfield, slipped open, nobody picked him up in the coverage, and Kazosian doing very smart thing, taking his time, letting something develop, notices Dennison in the end zone, gets him the ball. We got a tie game here in the 4th quarter, 14-14, Dave.
So Watertown scores on the first play of the 4th quarter, a 3-yard run by John Payne, capping a 35-yard drive. And Kazosian, the 3-yard conversion pass to Frank Dennison, and we have a tie score here at Harris Memorial Field in the 63rd annual Thanksgiving Day Clash, 14-14. Well,
Dave, in the past, out of those 63rd It's the 63rd meeting here. We saw Watertown High has won 33 times, lost 26, and tied 3. They're trying to make it 34, but Belmont is sure giving them a run for their money. Nobody expected this Belmont team to be this tough. They got a good squad out in the field.
They're really playing a strong game. Watertown's looking to win their 5th Turkey Day clash in a row. Belmont looking to win for the first time since 1979. Number 4, Bob Burnetta, set to kick off. And he sends it off to the left side, and it's out of bounds, a 5-yard penalty, and he'll have to kick from his own 35.
Well, Dave, we see these Watertown fans on the other side of the field starting to wake up here and get a little more actively involved in the game. They see their club come from behind, 14-6, tie up the score, 14-14. We've got ourselves a heck of a ball game being played.
We sure do. 9:57 remaining in the game. There's a look at the Watertown section across the field, and it is packed. Watertown fans supporting their team all season long, and have really seen a lot of fine football this year from the Watertown Red Raiders.
Well, Dave, not one to make predictions, but I'll make one here. The team that doesn't have a costly mistake for the rest of this game is a team that'll win this ball game. If there's a turnover, it's going to cost them the game.
And that again off to the left side, and it's taken, and his knee touches down by Allenback, so it'll be a first down for Belmont. It looks like their own 26 or 27.
Well, Dave, with 9:56 left to go in this ball game, again, getting back to that, the most important thing now is not to fumble the ball, not to throw the interception. Play a little bit conservative, grind the ball out right down the field. This is what Belmont's going to want to do. It's the strength of their offense. You know, go right up off of the big guys on the right side of that line and just march it down for a score. This is what they want to do right now.
First down, Belmont from their own 26. Santagati 25 in motion. They give to Sabatino off the right side, and he has about 5 or 6 yards on the play. They place the ball at the 33, so it'll be a gain on that play. Well, a gain on the play of about 6 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 4 for Belmont.
Well, Lincoln and Walker, Dave, open up a large hole on the right side of that line. Over there we have Costa Harbillis in the linebacker spot. Costa's moved right up into the line, trying to prevent them getting any yardage on that.
Okay, 42 Allenback in motion. The give again to Sabatino, the workhorse fullback. First down for Belmont, up near the Watertown 39. On the tackle for Watertown, 64 Costa Harbillis, 11 Dean Saka, and 77 Dennis Murphy.
Well, Saka coming up from that safety spot, Dave, the cornerback position on the left side. The offensive line is doing an excellent job blocking out these defensive people when you have number 11 coming over from the other side, making a stick inside. Watertown's going to have to start pinching their linemen down, splitting the gaps, doing something to make something happen.
We give straight ahead. Oh, number 61, Tom Agahigian marries the ball carrier there.
Well,
that is 38 Randy Sabatino.
Well, Dave, that's just what I had said. You got to split that gap, fire across into the backfield, make something happen. Agahigian, we've seen him in the past, very, very swift, fast player. He can get through that gap into the backfield, and that's just what they want him to do. Great play by Agahigian.
A loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 11. 2nd and 11 for Belmont from their own 37. Barbera in motion, number 19. Murray rolls to pass, looks downfield for number 42, and overthrows him. That's Allenback, who had a step on Kandar in the secondary.
Oh, Allenback, he was going, Dave. They were looking at that post spot. Dave Murray there throwing that ball again right downfield. They were looking for something quick there. That gives them a 2nd down. And perhaps 2nd down and 11 maybe situation.
3rd and 11.
3rd and 11, so now they got a little pressure on them with trying for that pass play, trying to catch that Watertown defense off guard.
3rd and 11 now for Belmont from their own 37. 8:15 remaining in the game. The score tied at 14. In motion, 25 Santagati. Murray to pass. Pressured by 61 Agahigian, fires downfield for 19 Barbera, incomplete.
Broken up by Costa Harbillis, Dave. What a good play by Costa Harbillis. And looks also like number 34.
There he is. There's 64 Harbillis fine defensive play, dropping from his linebacker position to defend on that pass play. If he had caught that, Bob, it would have been a first down because he was just past the marker.
Yeah, that's true. Good pressure by Egahigian on the quarterback there, forcing him out of the pocket, making him roll, throwing the run. That's just what they wanted to do, get some pressure on the quarterback, make Belmont force a mistake, try to get a turnover, see what's happening.
83 Bates to kick, 27 Forbes deep to receive, and line of scrimmage to 37. Good snap. Bates sends it out, a decent kick. Forbes signals for a fair catch and lets it bounce and takes it and downs, falls on it at around the Watertown 16 or 17.
Well, now, Dave, this is what we're saying. This is great football right here. Offense trying to move the ball, defense trying to stop them. 14-14 in the fourth quarter, moving on. Time ticking away for both of these clubs on Thanksgiving Day. The last game for these seniors. You can't get any better than this here. Great rivalry, Belmont-Watertown.
Okay, so it's 1st and 10 now for the Red Raiders from their own 17.
Well, Dave, I can look for Watertown just trying to march the ball down the field and use up the clock as they did in the first half.
Kazosian, the junior quarterback, 38 and Dennison in motion. And the give to, I believe it's number 40, John Payne. And there's about 5 or 6 Marauders over there. 5 or 6 purple shirts. Jamie McIsaac, number 82, number 68, Chris Sullivan. And a couple of their teammates are over there. And it's a loss on the play, a loss of 1. So it'll be 2nd and 11 now. 2nd and 11 now for Watertown from their own 16. Well, it looked like that was a quick trap play that they had stuffed out. Kazosian back to pass, looks downfield, fires deep, and it's intercepted by Chris McDermott. First down for Belmont in Watertown territory around the 46 or 47.
Well, Dave, I think that time there, what happened there was Mark Kazosian just didn't get that ball far enough downfield. The man was open to cut back inside. Good play by this free safety, roving free safety on the Belmont Marauder team.
Well, that's McDermott's 2nd interception of this game. First down Belmont from the Watertown 46. Okay, they give straight ahead to Sabatino, and number 53, Mike May, nails him for a loss on the play.
May playing that right end position, Dave, came right across, keyed right on the ball carrier, made a good stick, lost in the play. Now they're going to mark it right, no yardage gained or anything, just 2nd down and 10. Great play, though, by Mike May, very alert.
Well, we're coming down under 7 minutes to go in the game, and Dave Murray has a leg. He can kick him from 40 and 45 yards out, the Belmont field goal kicker, so he may play an important part in this game, as he already has. Murray pitches to 42 Allenback, cuts it up, 45, and down near the 41 or 40 of Watertown. 17, Jeff Kander over there, number 77, Dennis Murphy for the Red Raiders.
Well, that was a nice cut by Allenback back to the inside, seeing the outside was sealed off, went right back upfield to pick up a 5.
It is a gain of 5 on the play. 3rd and 5 now, a long 5 for Belmont from the Watertown 41. Big play coming up for the Red Raider defense. Double tight end formation for Belmont. Full house backfield. The give to 25, Santagati off the right side, and I believe he has a first down.
Well, Dave, they're running right behind the power of that offensive line for Belmont. Bob Walker again opening up a big hole with Brian Lakin going to the inside, creating a large hole to run through.
And they gained about nearly 6 on the play. It'll be first down Belmont from the Watertown 35, inside the Watertown 35. Belmont looks content here to eat up this clock, Bob.
Well, that's one of the things they do best, Dave. When you have a team that can control the ground game, they're going to use a lot of time, and that's what they're doing right here.
Barbarian motion. The pitch comes to Sabatino. Block is out in front, and he's hit and dropped there by number 34, Giovanni Canino. And Sabatino is about a yard short of another Belmont first down.
Well, Dave, Watertown right now is going to do something in a hurry to stop this drive. They're down in the 30-yard line, it looks like.
Bob, they're at the 25. It's a 2nd and 1 at the 25. A gain of 9 on the play.
That's not very far to go, and you talked about the kicking ability that this Belmont team has. They might want to do something here. Start pinching those gaps, sending your linebackers.
In motion, 19 Barbera. The give to Santagati up the middle. In on the hit for Watertown, number 61 Tom Agahigian. First down for Belmont. First down for Belmont at the Watertown 23.
Well, it's 4:46, Dave. You're exactly right. Belmont's just content moving that ball on the ground, eating up as much clock as they can.
Barbera to the right, number 19. Allenback 42 in motion. The pitch comes to Sabatino, cuts it up on the right side, and he's down around the 15 or inside the 15. Bob, he seems like he can really get up ahead of steam moving upfield once he turns that corner.
Oh, Dave, once he cuts upfield, he goes to the outside as far as he can, then he cuts right upfield. He must be a sprinter, Dave, because he just starts right from a dead nothing and goes blasting right out of there.
Bob, a gain of 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for Belmont at the Watertown 15. .25 Santagati in motion, straight ahead to Sabatino. In on the hit there for Watertown, 34 Giovanni Canino and 53 Mike May. And the officials will take a timeout. No, it's a first down. Thought we were going to have a measurement there, but it's first down for Belmont, just inside the Watertown 13.
Well, Dave, we've seen Watertown in the past. They're one of the toughest teams in this league inside that 10-yard line. They go to a 6-2 type defense. They cover up all the gaps, and they start going for the ball. They start trying to strip the ball from the runner. They'll have to make a play down here.
Okay, Allenback in motion. Murray fakes, rolls, looks, fires, and it's intercepted by Will Barry, number 14, a second interception of the game. The pass intended for McIsaac through his hands, and number 14, Will Barry, the sophomore, comes up with his second interception of the game.
Well, Dave, being a sophomore, he may have got a little more excited than he should have.
Exactly.
He should have knelt down in the end zone. That ball would have come out in the 20. But with that sophomore ability there, he's got a couple of good years ahead of him. Two interceptions on the Thanksgiving Day games. A big way to start a sophomore career. Looking for his years ahead. Pretty impressive.
Okay, first down for Watertown from their own 4. And Bob, the clock shows 3:19 remaining in the game. The score tied at 14.
Well, Dave, you're going to have to see Watertown get out of that end zone area in a hurry.
Payne, number 40, little gain on the play. Big stack up there on the right side of the Watertown line.
Some of those Watertown players complaining probably potentially late hit piling on. This Belmont Marauder Club really going after him, forceful team tackling.
As a look at our score, 14-14. Beautiful shot of the skyline here in Belmont. Blue skies all around Harris Memorial Field today. Kazosian on the give to Dennison, and Dennison is dropped. A loss on the play. A loss on the play. The clock approaching 2:30 and running here in the 4th quarter. The score tied at 14. It'll be 3rd down and 11 now facing Watertown from their own 3. 3rd and 11.
Well, Dave, here's a big play right here. You got the arm of Mark Kazosian. You got some great receiving, Forbes, and this is a big play. This is the play of the ball game right here.
Approaching 2 minutes now remaining in the game. 3rd and 11. Kazosian back to pass. Looks and fires, and it's incomplete, as Kazosian, I believe, thought Dennison was going to cut to the outside, and he went straight upfield.
Exactly, Dave. Dennison cutting right upfield, trying to go in that long postal on the right sideline, and Mark Kazosian thinking he was going to stop a curl to the outside, threw the ball to that outside position. Tough break for the Watertown team. They'll be forced to punt from their own end zone.
Okay, the line of scrimmage is the 3. Back deep to receive number 30, Chris McDermott. Number 32, Nick Fagus to kick. 1:56 remaining in the game. Good snap. Fagus sends the kick out. Taken at the 35 by McDermott. To the left side, gets some nice blocking, cuts it up, and he's brought down by number 11, Dean Saka, deep in Watertown territory. McDermott took the ball at the 35, got some nice blocking up the left sideline, and was brought down by Dean Saka at the Watertown 19, a 16-yard return from McDermott.
That Belmont club, Dave, as you said, they had that wall set up on the left side. The running back just got right behind that wall, cut upfield, picked up a good 20 yards. That's just what you want to do in that situation.
1:45 remaining in the game. Murray, the senior quarterbacks, played a fine game thus far. The pitch to Sabatino, has blockers out in front, cuts it 10 inside the 10, down near the 5. Randy Sabatino, I believe he has a Belmont first down. He does have a Belmont first down at the Watertown 5. First and goal for Belmont.
Well, going right at the strength of that club again, right behind Brian Lakeland and Walker and over to Jimmy Messikiah, Dave, going right to that right side, getting some great yardage up that way.
Bob, the right side now is the short side of the field, but they've been running there all day. In motion is Barbera. Looks like the pitch comes to Sabatino. 5, he is outside, touchdown! Randy Sabatino, a 5-yard touchdown run. And with 1:15 remaining in the game, the Marauders jump out on top of Watertown 20-14. There's a look at the jubilation on the faces of the Belmont Marauders.
Well, Dave, just this time there, perhaps that Watertown defense was looking for that run for that left side, going back to Walker, and they went right to the other side, the wide side of the field, give the running back a lot of room. He just swept outside, bounced to the outside, and then cut it up in for the touchdown.
Got a nice block out there. I'm not sure who it was, but Murray in to attempt the extra point is 2 for 2 thus far today. McIsaac 82 will hold, good snap, and Murray sends it through the uprights. And with 1:15 remaining in the game, the score, the Belmont Marauders 21, the Watertown Red Raiders 14.
Well, Dave, 1:15 left in the ball game. You know that right now the coach over there telling those Watertown players, look, you got to give Mark enough time to throw the ball. This is the most important thing right now. They want to make sure their quarterback has enough time to do something, throw the ball. There's enough time to mix up their plays, though. They don't have to go out and throw the ball every play here. They can mix them up, go for some short yards, some short gainers. But what they need most of all right now is a good, long, strong run back on a kickoff. They have to have a good return on this kickoff.
They do, Bob, need that good return to hopefully get some good field position here. The Belmont defense has been putting some pressure on Kazosian all day here thus far. 3 sacks, and Kazosian's been able to scramble successfully, but I believe only once thus far, Bob.
Well, we saw Kazosian, I think, pop out of that pocket on two successive plays in this second half, and this is one of the things that he does the best. He doesn't see anybody downfield. He'll tuck the ball and run, but he doesn't have that option right now, Dave, because time is his biggest enemy right now. The clock is the biggest opponent.
Okay, Murray set to kick, number 40, John Payne at 38, Dennison back deep to receive. It comes to Campbell, and is finally fallen on by a couple of Watertown players. It'll be first down Watertown from their own 20. Well, we have to think about a Watertown player of the game, the trophy provided by Reading Shirt and Trophy, and thus far I think Frank Dennison's played an excellent game, a big interception, hard running thus far.
Well, Frank Dennison, all year long, Dave, has been leading this Watertown Red Raider club. He's like I say, he's a team leader. He's a very spirited young player. I can't say enough about that whole offensive and defensive club, though, from Watertown.
Okay, Kazosian back to pass. Looks downfield, fires, and it's great catch there by number 40, John Payne. First down, Watertown.
Flag in the backfield, though, Dave. It looks like we're going to have something down in the backfield, unsportsmanlike conduct, a personal foul or something. I don't know what the officials are calling, but these Belmont players are saying it's against Watertown.
They're saying it's a personal foul against Watertown. That's what Belmont's saying. Nice catch there by Payne. It would have been a first down and about a 15-yard pickup, but that's going to be nullified. Personal foul, Watertown.
Dave, you know, I'm not sure what happened on this, but if that was after the fact that the ball was caught, which he did not throw that flag until after that play was over. Now that should be from the point, not the point of infraction, if it's a personal foul, and it looked to me like there was some shoving and pushing going on back in that backfield. If that was the case, that ball should have been a reception, a first down, and then brought back from the point of the first down.
And setting up about a first and 25 then.
I don't, I'm not exactly sure what the infraction was back there, but I noticed the pushing and shoving going on. That's an unfortunate break there for the Watertown Red Raiders.
Okay, Kazosian back to pass. In his own end zone, pressured, and he runs with the ball. He's scrambling, and wisely gets out of bounds and stops the clock. It looks like he gets out of bounds around the 15, so it'll be about a second down and 15 facing Watertown. No, make it second and 14 facing Watertown. He's out of bounds around the Watertown 16. 47 seconds remaining in the game. Belmont 21, Watertown 14.
Well, the Watertown quarterback, Mark Kazosian, very alertly getting out of bounds to stop that clock. He's still looking at some long yardage here, second and 14. You know he's going to go to one of his favorite receivers, John Forbes, or even John Payne down deep. And we see Frank Dennison lining up on the left side.
Kazosian to pass. Downfield for Forbes, complete. First down, Watertown. That'll stop the clock while they move up the chains. It should be a first down. It is, it looks like.
Dave, this Watertown club should be right up on that ball, ready for another snap.
It is a first down. They are moving the chains. It's first down, Watertown from their own 31. They take a timeout here with 41 seconds remaining in the game. There's a look at the Belmont sideline. A lot of the players have those mohawk haircuts. 21-14, Belmont over Watertown.
Well, Dave, with a timeout down there with a score 21-14, Watertown looking to come from behind again. They have successfully in this season, 2 games they've come from behind. They've been able to stop clubs under a minute. Watertown's a pretty good ball club. They've been in this situation before, and one other thing that's impressive about them is they don't get rattled. They don't care what the clock says. They know they have to go out and do their job, protect the quarterback, get the ball thrown, get a good reception. Very impressive young team, and you can look forward to next year. Watertown has big plans for next year, without a doubt. So many juniors returning.
I believe so. Okay, first down for Watertown from their own 31. 41 seconds remaining in the game. 38 Dennison in motion. Kazosian back to pass. He's pressured. Gets a screen off, and Payne slips.
That's an unfortunate play there,
yeah,
Dave. Payne back there, over there, trying to turn around, spinning around, trying to get the ball, slipping down to the ground, making a reception. That's just one of the things of football, though. The turf gets a little slippery, and you fall down. Nobody's fault. There's nothing you can do about it. You just got to pick it up and get ready for the next play.
And I think Watertown had to use another timeout. He would have been better off to just let that pass fall incomplete, but he was on his back, and that's a tough decision to make, especially when you're on your back and you can't see anybody else coming. He may have not...
being trained to catch that ball and go for the ball, too, it would be almost impossible to change your way of thinking in a split second like that.
Turkey wishbone is worth $2 and what? Tokens today at Fun and Games. Some airplanes up there flying around, some advertising. Beautiful blue skyline here today.
Well, Dave, there'll be plenty of wishbones flying around. We see some wishbone in the offensive backfield there from this Watertown club, and we saw, I think, Belmont switched into the wishbone a little bit, and you know, wishbone's a big thing, but no wishbone's better than the one inside that turkey, Dave.
Belmont crowd whooping it up here, starting to chant defense. 30 seconds remaining in the game. Be second down and about 12 now for Watertown at their own 29. Shotgun formation. Kazosian steps up in the pocket, pressured, and he's sacked. A loss on the play over there for Belmont. 75, Rob Walker, and number 53, Carl Ivester, the nose guard.
Dave, the big play on that play, the most important thing was the defensive coverage the Belmont Marauders had on all of the receiving backs coming out, all of the ends. Nobody downfield was open. Mark had nobody to throw to.
Watertown, another timeout. 17 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, Dave, you know, it's a shame on a day like today that there has to be a loser, and you know, especially for these seniors, a big game for them, something to look back. The Belmont club, they're looking right now in the driver's seat, 21-14. You know, probably like I said before, one of the biggest games for these guys going all through their life. They can always turn around and say we played in the Thanksgiving Day game. You know, there's nothing like it. Hopefully, the boys that go on to play college football, you know, have good long careers, and the guys that don't can look back and say they played a heck of a game here, win or lose. It really doesn't matter. This is what the game is all about.
Okay, 17 seconds remaining. Third down facing Watertown now. Third and about 16. Shotgun formation. Kozosian fires deep downfield, intended, and intercepted by 25, Santagati. He's got some blockers out in front of him. Up the left side, 40-35, and knocked out of bounds there by number 38, Frank Dennison. The clock shows 2 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, with 2 seconds remaining in this game, Dave, we saw number 25, Santiago, reach back, go back in a pack of players, up in the air, grab that ball right down, picked it off. That's just about going to seal it off for this Belmont club.
Payne and Forbes were both there, and Santagati came down with it, as you mentioned, a pack of players. So Belmont will now end their season, Bob, at 4-5-1 with 3 victories in a row, and a very happy way to end it for them because they suffered a lot of injuries at the beginning of the year. Watertown will finish their season 6-4, but the Red Raiders have nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, definitely not, Dave. You know, this is a young club. Like I mentioned, I read in the Boston Globe an article about these Watertown Red Raiders. A surprising team for this 1985 season. These seniors graduate in 85. What a heck of a ball club they turned up with last year. 84, they had some seniors that left, went on to colleges, played some big roles in colleges. So the last play of the game, we're going to wind it up here. He's just going to fall down.
Okay, number 27 in at quarterback, just running out the clock. And the ball game is ended. The 63rd annual Thanksgiving Day clash has ended between the Belmont Marauders and Watertown Red Raiders, with the Marauders on top, 21-14. There's a look at the final score. And a look at the crowd, and back down to on the field, with especially Belmont is really celebrating this victory. And well, we'll have to select the Watertown player of the game, and I vote for Frank Dennison, one of the co-captains.
Well, I have to go along with you, Dave. Frank Dennison all years demonstrated uncanny ability to lead the team, to be a team leader. Today he had an interception. He played a heck of a ball game. His last game at Watertown High. Hopefully he's going to bigger and better things in his life, and just a fine, outstanding young man.
He did. He had a fine game. A hard runner. He had an excellent year, as did the Watertown Red Raiders. It's tough to lose the Thanksgiving Day game. But Belmont had a fine season. They'll end up in either 3rd or 4th place in the Middlesex League.
Well, Dave, you know, Watertown has, as you said, they have nothing to be ashamed of. This team came down and did a great job. They have losses to, I believe, Lexington. Lexington's playing Burlington today. They're looking for a Super Bowl bid. You know, what can you do against a team like that? I believe they lost to Winchester in another game. Just a great effort by this Watertown club this year.
There's a look at John Barbady, the Watertown head coach. Fine season, 6-4 this year. And Bob, as you mentioned, they'll have high aspirations for next year because they have the sophomore center back, Kevin Gilday, the junior quarterback, Mark Kozosian, plus some people who received good experience this year, number 34, Giovanni Canino, and other people.
Well, you got a right tackle, 215-pound, Tom Del Rosso, 6'2", Dave, coming back next year.
I think
yeah, you can look for some big things from him.
Yeah, is he only a junior?
Yeah, I believe so. I think we have him marked down here as a junior, a 6'2".
We'll see Del Rosso, number 75. He is a junior.
He's a junior, so we can.
I didn't realize that. He will be back.
We watched him.